Many have seen how technology has both connected and distanced people. Sure, we are connected more than ever, but we are also more distant than ever. It is evident in arts and media. Technology helps us in the time of need, such as what has been shown and proven in the fires of 2020. Technology and tools is used to speed up the process of making something. That is the shortest explanation. One instance is both AI art and the release of OpenAI's Chatgpt. When it comes to AI art, that art can react basically anything you can think of and what you haven't thought of. AI art is really interesting, and I would say it should be fine when used as inspiration or to show off what has it served you with the words you used. You can call AI art only your own if you program that software yourself, but even then, it could be an insult to existing artists. But at the same time, AI art cannot and should not be copyrighted or even trademarked, since it is made artificially, since no human had anything to do with it other than the writing of the code. AI is made to help us, but it gets more backlash than praise, since in some parts it makes an artist or a writer look obsolete, not needed. There are even AI generated songs, stories, voice lines, including but not limited to journalism. One time in a competition someone pulled up with an AI art and won. I do not support that. You're basically cheating yourself out. That's not what the competition was supposed to be. That's literally just jumping from the beginning to the end finish line without doing anything. Since now, with the release of a lot of AIs, importantly ChatGPT, where it can answer most if not all of your questions with ease, I might add, it gives you the best possible answer and outcome. It's not a bad thing, it's just like, it's a tool like any other, but it is not a good thing to think that it's going to replace all the artists and writers. Then in that case, what's the point of having them too? Many rely on those things because that's their income, and they will be scared because they might be looked down upon. AI will never replace a real human since it can never produce the same heart and soul put into the arts and sciences the way a human does. AI is a cool thing. Don't think I hate AI. But we should not treat it like a replacement, but rather a tool that will help us when starting out on a budget or to speed things up. Toro and Miyazaki have both said that AI art is an insult to life. Some argue that AI is basically theft or plagiarizing someone else's work and just mixing it up into a pile. Some say it is unethical. Make use of as an article about that. AI and the likes are cheat codes to speed run things. There's nothing wrong if you use it, but it is wrong if you use it for the wrong reasons. On one hand, they serve as alternatives and faster done work. On the other, many hate it out of the possibility of either replacing or stealing artists or other people's jobs because of that. You could also say that AI is basically a soulless copy of one another, therefore it's also a bless and a curse. Regardless, AI art is also art. What matters the most is basically how we treat it. If we treat it as a replacement to people, then it's a curse. When we treat it as a normal tool that will help us speed things up, then it should be good. It's a blessing. We must know how to use it, must use it wisely, or we'll suffer. I mean, we will not suffer the way Terminator has shown us, but by other minor means. After all, even if we replace all the things with AI, someone has to be there to give it a pass, like to check out on it, to fix it in case it bugs out. Since no program can be eternal, even if AI is smart and does many things, it's still dumb, it's still limited. The guys behind it, they have to keep on upgrading it. And people say AI will get better on its own. Currently, no, but we have to make it better. Programs that do it are also art on themselves, many lines of code that just work. But still, all is done by humans. AI cannot make itself. For now at least. Whether or not you should feel threatened by it, that entirely depends. Since how big this tool really is, it could be just another ordinary mining tool or something bigger than the plane. Who knows? We are just right at the beginning of the iceberg, and we'll still have a long way down. Really long. Even if AI becomes like a bot in chess, at the end of the day, people will still draw, write code, analyze, do science, because that's what drives us. That's what is driving most people to do it. We can never be without it. Listen to music, look at a painting, use a program, read a book, cook up an experiment. Still the same thing, made by the people who want to share things with others, while also making a quick buck. And there's also a bar excuse, such as, if people use this bar excuse, like you have to be a better artist, this is AI art. You have to be a better artist than that to stand out, or you won't be an artist at all. That is just lame. That's a lame excuse. Who knows? Maybe they're just trying things out, or maybe they see it as a hobby and nothing more. What matters the most is how we use it. Here's an example. Let's say in a surgery, AI looks at the patient and gives an estimate projection. It's still an estimate. The AI knows what to do, but in surgeries, stuff may go wrong sideways real quick that AI won't have time to adjust to that and do things while a real doctor can, unless there's a severe containment. At the end of the day, AI cannot replace the human factor. Like, even if it's the highest end technology, Terminator level AI, it's still stuck. It's basically stuck. It cannot live without us, either way, and we're basically heading to that we cannot live without it either. There are many examples, there are many things to say regarding that, but you get the general idea. Use it wisely. That's the main thing we should be focusing on.